Now it's their choice in the present how they frame that. Remember, the present determines the past, and the past is a tool. And so if I feel like a loser and I frame it that way, that the last 60 days were awful because we didn't hit our tool of an idea of a future that never existed. It was just an idea that I'm using to shape my decisions in the present. And so, yeah, this is one of the things that people often say is if I'm going to go for impossible goals, what happens if I don't hit it?
Exactly.
It's like, what does that have to do with anything? The past and the future don't exist. They're tools. Like literally they are tools.
So if you and I were having a conversation, and we probably will because it's life and business in the future, and you love big goals, like huge goals, as do I. But if in the future, for some reason, you don't happen to hit a goal, even though everybody knows Amy Porterfield hits her goals, if for some reason there is a goal that you do not hit and you're trying to be optimistic and you're saying, but it's who I became in the process. Number one, I would be like, that's great. Continue watching the Hallmark Channel. I love that. That's like your higher self. I would also say in December, you did more in December than you had done in the previous 11 months in December because you had landed those people. So it's like, okay, sorry you didn't hit it, but you just did more in 1 month than you had done all year. So I was just like, yes, we can be thankful for who we are, but we could also be like, look at those commas and zeros that like probably would not have existed had we not pushed ourselves. See, like you and I are very tactile. Like we like being warm and fuzzy, but we also be like, mama likes money too.
I need to land it. And I think that's what landed it. You just hit 320. You would have never done that if you did not go for it.
If you hadn't gone for it. No, you wouldn't have. They'd be probably like 65.
Yes.
And they wouldn't have had the 2 new team members and all of the new knowledge and capability to grow. So this is where, yes, and yes, but this is similar to even how the big company that I was talking about, the franchise company would have framed their past was, they were not trending. And so they didn't actually analyze and didn't see that they had actually added those 15 beasts. And so they didn't realize how much growth and development. Now with this one, they had added 1 client with 170. That one client alone was over. It was almost 3x their business just in one. And so think about the capability of being able to do that. And so, but think about it again, similar to what I was saying with the prior one. If we went back, so say it's right at the end, right on January 1st, and they're at 320, and they get to choose how they frame it.
Yes. Right.
Okay, how are we going to think about this? We didn't hit the 500. So, all right, well, let's go back to your past selves. Back in October, before you even thought about this and before you set this goal.
Yes.
If we had talked to your October self,
they would say,
be like, no way.
And said, hey,
take mine.
So we're at their January 1st self, and we're sending a letter back to their past self, which is in October, and saying, hey, just so you know, we're gonna have 320 in this business. This person with 60 would have been like, they wouldn't have believed it, right? But now we're calling it a failure because we didn't hit 500.
Stop preaching. My soul can't take it. My soul can't take it.
That is powerful.
So when we go through all of this and people are listening, as a parting thing, because the books that Amy and I have listened to and read have led us to a point where it's kind of like coming into another pinnacle, like another peak of your career.